To stay as peaceful as possible, even if they think they want to, I should be dead or whatever else. I don't really care.
So I need to address something, Naomi. She's saying that this auntie is saying that I'm a hate preacher. But she agrees with a death penalty for homosexuals.
But I don't go around preaching.
I know, but she agrees with the death penalty for homosexuals. So can you not see the hypocrisy? I'm a hate preacher for challenging it, but they're not hate preachers for supporting it. It doesn't make sense. I asked you last time, auntie. I said, if your daughter was an adulteress, would you not condemn the Sharia law for stoning her to death? And so you would agree with your daughter being stoned to death for adultery. So would you agree with your daughter being stoned to death for adultery?
Let's get to it.
This is a problem.
Why are you afraid?
Oh, you want to take my virginity away?
No. Oh, right, have some respect.
That's what they like. A lot of game with your hadith about it. I was thinking.
I don't know, they're looking at your face and your ass. It's both the same.
I'm accountable for it. That I shouldn't be made like what I should be.
No, but you're calling me a hate preacher for challenging your ideas.
What is the point?
So if I said to you, I think the idea of killing people for being homosexual, adultery, blasphemy, so am I allowed to criticise it?
Okay, but you're creating.
No, but am I allowed to criticise it? No, I need to ask you. No, we need to ask you a question. We need to ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Am I allowed to criticise it? No, I'm asking you a question. Am I allowed to criticise? No, give the question. We're in Speaker's Corner, and I'm criticising a law. Let me help you with a death penalty.
Raj wants to know, is he allowed?
Raj, shut the fuck up!
It's Moses! It's Moses! It's Moses!
He's going to part the corner.
He's going to part the Red Sea.
Fuck your fucking head,
That's a threat of violence. The threat of violence. You know I'm a snitch.
Yeah.
You know I'm a snitch. You know I'm a snitch. You know I'm a snitch.
Why not?
A snitch?
He's a turd. I'm not talking to him, man.
Piece of fucking shit, mate.
Yeah, cool. A guy that looks like God behaving like a devil.
It's because you're a fucking devil.
Wait, 1 second. One sec, yeah?
Ridiculous, man.
You said that
I know, it's a simple question. Am I allowed to critique?
You come here with your
Yes, so what's the problem?
I know you're not. You're not.
No, but am I allowed to do it? I know, so what's the problem? No, but what is the problem? How is it not beneficial to you, though? But it's beneficial to me. What's the problem with you, though? Because I want to show the barbarity of Sharia. Yeah. I want to show the barbarity of Sharia. So the thing is, there are people around the world, like Asisia Bibi was on death sentence in Pakistan for 8 years for criticising Muhammad. She is now released, but they're still protesting it to kill her.
Let's get the fuck
You do have real life
issues, man.
You are
He's got mental problems, I think.
Yes,
I agree with you.
So we just need to establish, Reagan, am I allowed to talk or not?
His age as well.
It's as simple as that.
the problem is people are going off. So
No, but am I allowed to talk?
shit dipstick!
So what I'm saying, let me help you get the answers, right?
No, but I know the answer. They want Sharia in the UK, and they want a silent speech. This is what they want to do. If you criticise Islam, you cannot talk.
But you have a question.
The question is, am I allowed to speak? And say the same thing for the next 20 years.
Raj, you piece of shit!
It's kicking up now.
Raj, focus on this.
These guys, man,
Raj.
we're in their panties. It's unbelievable. I know how to trigger people.
You're talking about sodomy, so shall we start with sodomy?
I
So that's
say
a homosexual act. So if I
It's not just a
if
homosexual
I
act.
don't have a problem about people wearing the lady earlier on, we were talking about her wearing a veil. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with a Muslim. I
you
try
know
to
I don't
love
answer
everybody,
phone calls.
So why
So
do
just
you have
text
a
me.
problem that certain
I'm like that with
people
everybody.
do certain acts?
I'm just
I-
like that.
I agree, basically, with people being male and female.
I
and
do
being
that.
able
It's
to
not
have
about being porn.
relationships
I don't
together.
like talking on the
Two
phone
ladies,
unless I
two
have
men,
to. So just
and what's
text.
the- what's the
Okay, you're allowed to have
Yeah.
your belief. You're allowed to have
I know
that.
I'm not a diva.
And
I
you
just
obviously,
like
you obviously have an
I
issue
can't be a
with two
Muslim.
women or two men
I
having sex.
can't be a Muslim and then start to make up my own belief. It's weird. I'm either
So can I
Muslim or
criticise that belief?
I've either got one foot in or one foot
No,
out.
no, the important question is whether we can criticise it.
Belief. Why don't you start talking about
No, no, no.
the good that
But
it
if I
does?
wanted to criticise that,
No, let's not talk about that.
This is a Christian country. And that is a Christian belief also.
And as a Christian belief also. No sodomy as well in that. So it's not just and Jews as well.
But regardless of religion,
we're going like 10
in
minutes.
this country we
We're
have
going 10 minutes because I need to go
This
home.
country, he's talking about Islam.
Yeah.
Now we're asking, are we allowed to? The simple question is this: year, are we allowed to criticise anything? And if I want to do it for 20 years, am I allowed to do it?
Yes, I agree. And
So if I wanted to say the same message that Sharia is barbaric for 20 years, am I allowed to say it?
Are we going to have 6 conversations all at once?
Let's have some discipline, right? So we've got sodomy and freedom of speech laws,
I want
right?
to listen to that.
Yeah, there you go.
Right, so
All right, so let them talk.
you agree that basically...
Can we go McDonald's after? Or are you busy? It's very important though. It needs to be off camera though.
It's not part of your religion or your God doesn't agree with it, nor does the Christian God. But nonetheless, we have people who are non-binary, people who are binary, people who are transsexual, people who just have boobs and maybe they've still got their whatever. So we have different types of people. And most people can embrace this. Other people find it problematic. Now you have liberal Christians who embrace it. And you have conservative Christians who find it difficult. In the same way you probably get Muslims who find it difficult, and you probably get Muslims who are liberal, who may be even doing that sort of thing that you're talking about, even in their own bedrooms and stuff. So do you agree that there are Muslim men and women who may not be heterosexual? Do you agree? Right, so even in your own Allah, there are people who are not heterosexual who happen to be different. Forget about religion for a second, but we have Muslims
In our own Allah, there's no such thing as
okay, no, I may not know the language, but basically we have male and female people who say they're Muslim,
Yes.
because they were born as a Muslim, who may have gone away from it.
No, I'm listening to this.
And doing their own, and being who they.
I agree with you that that happens.
And does that show to you that basically it's not just about it's about many different things. It could be because they've chosen it. It could be because it's part of them. Maybe people find it difficult to think that people. But for example, for myself, I didn't just wake up one day and decide to be Naomi. It's a process, and it's part of. I mean, you can. I transitioned later on in life. But you
restart the
can get
conversation
a child
and about the gin as
13
well.
or 14. They're living in the wrong body, and therefore, for their best own interest, so they don't end up killing themselves.
She wants to ask her a question. I don't know why I'm asking her.
Who they feel they are.
He's a saint. One day they'll have a statue of me.
I don't call myself.
I'm going to call for it. Let's do a petition for a statue for
But
rap.
I was raped, and I have lots of other things, and therefore I.
You need to start in the UN. Let's
wanted
drop
to
him
get away
into
from
Israel.
being raped by, and I,
The West Bank.
I then am now Naomi, and I don't have a vagina which men can penetrate because I was abused and I wanted to get away from sexuality, and now I'm just emotional and interpersonal. So this is just me. What happens here is like Raj has got the thing he's bringing up here. He has the right to be able to do that, whereas my journey is more emotional and more interpersonal, and hopefully we can have a dialogue in that a thing. Now you're talking about sodomy, so let's just pick this up. So what do you want to say about sodomy? That you just basically disagree that a homosexual person or a lesbian can be able to have the freedom to do what they want in your country or in your in Muslim states. In Muslim, okay, well, in a Muslim country where it's Muslim, because you want to, basically, if somebody's like me, you're going to chop me or you're going to kill me.
No, you chuck it for a tall building.
Whatever happens. So
You're not a fucking tall building, right?
So the thing is, when it comes to God, let's look at God. When it comes to God, do you believe that a God, a loving God, or you could say a condemning God, a God who wants to put people in hell? But we need to define what type of God we're looking at. Are we looking at a loving God who embraces everybody, who wants to bring people together, which I think is what this gentleman tries to do, maybe not under the auspices of God, but he embraces people and brings people together? Or are we looking at a condemning God that wants to throw everybody in hell, cause a lot of contact,
and chuck zakooms down their throat?
Rod, be careful.
No, so
I love zakooms.
what would happen to you, like a trans
Favourite food?
person if under Sharia?
Well, I'm just asking.
7 degrees hotter than the sun.
If the act of sodomy is not being committed, I haven't actually looked into that.
But I'm asking you
about
about
transsexual, like if you changed your sex, I don't know.
So what about homosexuals then?
Me, I would see that as a.
But what about homosexuals? Would you call for the death penalty?
Darling,
Would you agree with the death penalty?
darling, I'm asking you about the God that you serve, the God that you go home to, the God that you're in the park with now. Do you embrace that God wanting to kill somebody like me? Do you actually embrace that, or is it just part of your book and you've got to follow it?
I don't think that.
Do you think it's right that a God wants to kill Naomi?
Just because you're dressing like.
Or being a homosexual?
Not dressing. It's not
Or
just about
cheating.
dressing. You see, this is where we need to.
No, because there's a difference.
All that pigeons do is drop turds on your heads, you fans.
You don't just look at. You see. Can I just?
I got a turban, yeah. Your prophet
Can I
wore a
just say,
turban.
darling,
Your prophet wore a turban.
Can I just say, earlier on, people were talking about somebody.
You know when you've won when they use your own catchphrase against you. That means you're in their head.
That means they don't have the right to do that. Well, I believe people can do what they want. If they want to wear a veil, they wear a veil.
They're such fans, man.
Just because of the way they look. Yes, this is part of the way.
I'm a heckler.
It's more than just the way they look.
You're heckling, you're going great. That's just...
In regards to transsexualism, I haven't actually.
What about homosexuality?
What about homosexuals?
What would happen to them? No, but homosexuality though.
Well, you were talking about sodomy, then we can go to transsexuality, whatever. But both, you can deal with both.
They're so gay.
I know they're fantasizing over me again. Did you hear that? He said he's knocked my turban off my head. Did you hear that? This is going to PC Barnes, there's no doubt about that.
I wasn't always a Muslim, so I got into contact with gays and even a transsexual when I was very young.
Come and get it! Oi, oi! You want to dunda at your bunda? You want to dunda up your bunda? He was a dunda up his bunda.
I'm not just talking about a fairy. I'm not just talking, I believe in.
He was a dunda up his bunda. Sorry guys, they can't get the guy, so I have to point the guy.
Human being, we're not allowed to do something, and if we do it, we're going to be held accountable for that.
Okay.
You're not a Muslim.
I know, but if she was a Muslim though, if she wanted to convert to Islam, yeah I know, but if she was a Muslim, I know, but I'm asking a very important question. Because you don't like uncomfortable questions. Yeah.
He just doesn't like you to finish a sentence. And if you make sense, he will butt in with something. Guaranteed. What? If you make sense, he will butt in with something.
She's trying to use the reverse tactic. It's not going to work.
Not just him, it's lots of other people.
From my understanding, is that you're not a Muslim, so therefore your accountability is going to be different than a Muslim. Right. But okay, so do you want to talk about Muslims?
Look at this deflection.
Or non-Muslims?
Your deflection.
Well,
A Muslim enact.
The thing is, if you embrace that it's wrong, okay, which I understand because Christian and Muslim both agree.
If you agree that the Creator exists and He says you can't do that, how
But
can I
then,
say you can?
but darling,
So, but is it?
hold on,
But you
hold
could
on.
disagree. But when you agree for the death penalty,
But in the context of okay, you serve a God or a book that says it's wrong, and so does Christianity. But then there's such in Christianity, there's such a thing as, even if the book says so, you still have to love your brother and your sister. So God, so basically, if you want to call it a sin, homosexuality is a sin, but it says, okay, it's a sin to be homosexual. So if this gentleman, well,
it's a sin,
if
but
a guy
I know
was,
that it's punishable.
if a person was
homosexual.
Oh my God.
Find me the ruling where it says just be.
What about adulterer? When I asked you last time, you said it was okay. What about adulterer though? What about an adulterer?
Just having homosexual feelings, Naomi, doesn't mean that you are going to be punished by law just for having a feeling.
Yeah, but what I'm asking you is, can you still love me for who I am?
This is why I'm in their heads. I'm a retard in their head.
You knowing that God disagrees with it, but does your God embrace the idea that
They're obsessed with me.
Still love the person?
There's an obsession
but
with fat
either
seats.
hate the fact they're homosexual.
Obsession
And I agree.
with fat
I
seats.
agree.
The fetish, the
I
new
agree
fetish,
that
the
basically,
fat seat
I
fetish.
agree that basically God wants to put.
They're all trying to molest me.
because
Oh my
I'm
God, I gotta get away from
Naomi, but you know, I go to Quakers, and basically they have a more embracing connection with God.
Let's jump in
To be honest,
about
I
the gin and
don't
stuff.
understand God wants to help us. I prefer-
Yeah, go on.
So excuse me, but no, excuse me. Do you believe though that
Yes,
me
so
and
that's
Naomi?
exactly
Do you believe that we have that we're kind of possessed by jinn?
I think that it's not necessarily a possession. I think sometimes it's to do with, we do have that belief in the waswas, the whispers. I've met people who have had this in situations in their life.
No, but do you believe that me and Naomi could be
Well,
trans?
I don't know, but I think that it could be a possibility because you.
Well, I need to know what a jinn is first.
Yeah,
It's like a ghost.
No.
Like Christianity,
I'd like
I'm
to-
full of the
I
devil.
would
I've got
like
a
to
devil.
talk to
I was
you.
told I was raped, and therefore I've got a devil inside of me by a
I would be
Pentecostal
happy
church.
to talk to you away from everybody else so that we can actually talk because we can't talk.
We can talk. You speaker's corner.
We can't talk.
Just be honest. I mean, if she got a devil in there.
Raj, is you go on your channel and go, oh, this lady says da 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 da. It's so
But you said it was okay for your daughter
You
to be
don't
stoned to death for adultery.
I don't go on
No, but you
your
said in the other video, Auntie, you said in the other video that it was okay for your daughter to be stoned to death for adultery.
Personally,
Yeah,
but
she said she'd accept it.
hello.
I didn't say that. She said that.
Speaking for myself, I don't really care what a person. If you want to say you want to put me in hell, I don't really care about that. Well, I'm just saying that I want people to calm down, and if you want to say to me that you're God, or even you want to put me in hell because that's what you believe, I personally don't have an issue with that because I've heard it for most of my life.
Do you know something though? I was reading something today and I was like, wow, it blew my mind. Because I've been a Muslim for a long time and I don't know, for some reason I just never read into this. And it was talking about the description and definitions of the word kafir and what it actually means and how it's used differently in the Quran.
Big up the kuffars. Big up the kuffars. Big up the kuffars. I love being a kuffar. It's amazing, man. Amazing. Amazing.
Striving for truth, etc. I read today, I was like, wow, it amazed me. Who am I to say what's going to happen to you when you die? How do I know that? Maybe what you're dealing with in your life, you're a genuine person.
He's down. He's so schizophrenic. That guy.
I told you.
Totally schizophrenic. Like 1 minute he's cool, next minute he's crazy. You can't talk to him, Maku.
I know, Maku, you're two-faced, you're a prick.
How am I to say that? Because what you...
Like that's what I said to you. 1 minute he's Maku, and the next minute he's Mike. You can't tell the switch. We're going around 10 minutes once this kind of like wraps up a
I
bit.
don't like it when people make fun, and I tell them don't make fun. I don't like it. I think it's wrong. Leave them alone. Leave these people alone. It's a struggle.
So you can actually call me Naomi, and you can call Sophie Sophie.
Yeah,
So,
I think
and
I
a lot of
respect
people
that.
here, in this crowd, behind us probably, can't even call us by our real names. They still think we were who we were before. So at least you actually have the
You're
decency.
just being a bit disrespectful in the fact that in your that how you are feeling it doesn't help you. as a human being, it's like taunting you. Like, I don't see why.
He said the word tranny like 50 times.
Yeah, he's
Very strange.
People are ignorant to your story and to your realities, right?
And then
That's why I'm trying to get you guys, everyone's making a focus, that you tell your story. Because once I understand, you get better dialogue. But if we did ad hominems,
No, but what you have to understand is like I hear people a lot telling me about.
Well, you need to tell Mike to stop calling everyone tranny and stuff.
I just heard him say tranny about 50 times.
He's in the corner going, she's a tranny, this, tranny,
I
that.
think it's rude.
I'm talking about back and forth, right? I'm saying that sometimes we have to ignore some people. You know what I mean? We have to ignore some people.
Shouldn't reply back or respond back.
No, but
Yeah.
the thing is that I'm not going to take shit. I'm not going to take constant shit. So.
Like when someone says they're going to knock my turban off
But
and
what I'm
stuff,
saying
I mean,
is,
you can only take
the
so
thing is,
much.
you guys are the minority,
Yeah.
you're the minority here, and your stories can actually help people.
Goes to the police though,
You can,
with
also help,
footage.
you can also help those who are confused on your issue.
Someone's going to be in Guantanamo Bay sucking up 50 jihadis.
If I talk about it, we get a clearer.
I will talk about it, but I'm just letting you know if someone says something derogatory to
Bear
me,
back as
I'm
well.
gonna agree, and that's just it.
Well, that's your cross to bear. That's your challenge.
Sorry?
Sorry?
Yeah, you are a prick.
Because I wasn't.
He's a grey day prick. This one's a grey
Ignore.
day
Do you know, there are certain hecklers you just ignore. That's how they die. No, just ignore him.
We're not having a conversation.
Don't even acknowledge him. I'm gonna get. He'll be removed by next week because of threats of violence. So he won't be here next week anyway.
He's saying I like pricks.
No, just ignore him. Trust me. These type of hecklers, the way they die is to ignore them because he won't be here next week because I'm gonna get rid of him. With the footage I got enough footage to get rid of him.
Christianity.
Islamic is the worst sin in this land. It's shirk, and that's the part of God. So
You know, you can't threaten people. That constitutes something that's gonna break the park's rules.
Why are you treating people like you don't treat people who commits adultery, or drinks alcohol, or who does this. But when somebody's doing something because you see it as so bizarre, you're treating them with less.
Okay, can I come in? Because you just used the word doing it. So with homosexuality, obviously it's two people choosing to do homosexuality. With a gender journey,
You know this is getting down the road, that
not
route.
necessarily one's choice. It could be a choice, but it could be lots of other things as well. So homosexuality, even homosexuality, I don't believe I woke up one day and I chose to be a homosexual. It's like I was raised in school, I had relationships with boys at school, and then I came out, I found sexual addiction to cover up my pain. Then I was squandered in sexual addiction around London for 20 years. Then, as well as becoming Naomi, I got rid of my sexual addiction. So that's basically a part of my story, do you know what I mean? So after I used to come here, donkeys years ago, I used to go in those trees, I used to do all sorts of things. So another thing, right, we've all got our stories, we need to embrace our stories, and we need to try to get better. Whether that being Christianity, Muslim, or secular, or whatever. We can't just like keep on, you know, if somebody's going to cast aspersions about me being whatever, like these people in the background or people that come up here, then they need to look at their own life and what's going on in their own life. Are they jealous? Are they willing to be that way themselves? Why they make a big fuss about it?
Closet homosexuals, a lot of them.
Can we look after women?
So on and so forth. You know what I mean? So,
Loads of closet homosexuals. The more someone's homophobic is normally the more they want it.
No matter
Yeah,
what, we are told Islamic is
Definitely.
yeah, which is what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, you hate to sin, you don't hate
I think Muhammad Hijab is a good
How can I
example.
just come
Yeah,
to
you
you?
can't
Allegedly,
tell me that's like-
allegedly, he's on the shard at the top of the building. Allegedly, waiting for Sharia justice.
Mental case, talk it yourself.
Think or whatever, it's not logical, it doesn't make any sense.
And even with just changing the subjects, like
Analyzed.
you're talking to me, but if there was a Muslim brothers, I just want to find out if you've got your Muslim brothers, are you actually allowed to actually embrace the conversation, or would they close you down and stop you from talking?
All your subscribers, watch YouTube.
But can you actually feel safe
Change
with
sex from
some of
a
them?
woman to a man.
No, my brothers would protect me from anything.
No, I'm saying when the Muslim brothers are having a conversation, can you actually embrace it with them? Because sometimes I find that
What do you mean, can I embrace it?
here, Raj.
I'm a bit lost.
I suppose what I'm asking, it's going a bit off topic here, I suppose what I'm asking is like when Muslim brothers are having a conversation, can you actually go there and feel safe, or do you have to like when you're in the mosque or separated and stuff like
Oh
that?
no, I don't feel unsafe at all. Not at all. There's certain like like Muslims who are a little bit more strict than others, so therefore they be in a setting like one-on-one.
Please couldn't let me not say that.
So when I see a lot of Muslim brothers up here, normally they're talking between themselves.
Yeah.
Do they allow Muslim sisters
That was a
to
shock
join
to
in?
the, a shock to
As far as
the
I know, they do.
Without closing them down or not allowing them?
I was like, Omar,
they close them down. It may
Mo
be
going.
because maybe their topic, they want to stick on their topic. They don't want to get away from the topic that they're on, so it may be for that reason.
Okay, so let's just go back to the topic.
Yeah. No, I don't. I've never been shut down.
I remember. Look, can I just ask?
I've never been shut down.
Can I ask you? Shut up! Can I ask you? Can I just carry? I know. Can I just carry on from there? Yeah. I know. I was going to ask you a quick question. Oh, when she's finished, then go on.
So what do you talk to me respectfully? Okay, so let's just talk about this for a second. So we have a conflict. We have a conflict at the moment. We have a conflict up at Hyde Park between certain groups of people, and it seems that people are sort of having a little bit of attack around Sophie because maybe she made a mistake and didn't tell a guy that she was who she was, and that seems to have created a lot of conflict. Now, from your way of looking at things, how do you think, even with these, and it's not just like people attacking Muslims, it's Muslims even attacking their own people, like fighting. So I'd like to just ask you, how, as a female woman in Hyde Park, how do you feel about how all of this? Do you just feel a bit sad when you go home and think, oh, these people just need to grow up? Or do you pray about it? Do you pray about
I just hope that, I don't know, I just hope that people could be, I'm getting a little bit concerned that, you know, things are getting a little bit too out of hand, and like what Raj said earlier, that they will stop it, like stop Speaker's Corner, which will be a shame. So there is that. I don't think it's anybody's business what Sophia did. It's nobody's business, nothing. Nobody should even be talking to her about it.
Can I just say something? No, can I just say something? Well, I'm just want to say something to the camera. Every time you take me to the park, the FDLA and the Veterans Against Terrorism will come back the next week. So if you don't want the park to close, they will keep on coming back. One phone call, 150 man's in the park. So you keep pushing me out, I'll come back the next week with 150 mans.
Because even in Islam, when we advise someone, we're supposed to do it privately, unless of course it's a public. Like say for instance, I might be a Muslim, and I'm not talking about non-Muslims, unless it's like a thing about you're the one screaming, just a Muslim. If that Muslim did that thing in public,
there's heckling and threatening, and I got threats of violence against me.
Threatening to knock off the
Yeah, no, and not just that, he said, oh, that 2 threats.
Let you know, brother, sister,
So we need to break it down, don't we? So like some of this stuff is to do with like, some of it's caused by religious friction, like people thinking about God hates transsexuals and wants to put them in hell or whatever. I know you don't
hate you. He may hate the act, but he doesn't hate you.
But he wants to kill them though. He wants to call for the death penalty. But why would he have a death penalty then?
Where I'm trying to go is like some of it is caused by religious or Muslim, Christian or whatever theories there are out there.
Exactly. He can speak.
Some of it's caused because of lack of education, which I think a lot of
Freedom of
this is.
speech.
A lot of people who don't understand it, who have no clue about what we've been through to be able to get where we are today. So that causes me a lot. You know, people spit when I go out of here. When I walk through Peckham, people are spitting in my face. But I mean, you know, that's just why I go through.
If everything's met under Sharia, would she agree with the death penalty?
Jewish.
No, under jurisprudence, if you could meet it under Sharia, does she agree with the death penalty?
Embracing some of these things. I mean, obviously,
James, you're talking about the death penalty and stuff. She's trying to wish wash. Come in.
Okay.
Come in and ask her about the death penalty under Sharia, please. This white combat.
Well, it sounds. Aren't they talking about something else right now?
Oh, you are. All right, we'll come back later.
No. I mean, isn't the conversation right now about something?
No, it's about being transgender. And they're calling me a hate preacher. And what I'm trying to say to them is that if I'm a hate preacher, I'm challenging these views of people trying to call for the death penalty of these people.
Yeah.
They're propagating the death penalty for these people. I'm challenging it. I'm the hate preacher for challenging it.
Fuck all, Raj.
So can you not see how illogical it is?
We all need to come together.
I had her on camera saying that she would accept her daughter being stoned to death.
Challenging nothing,
That was next
boy.
to her.
Stop fooling yourself. You're a man with a camera. Pathetic creature with a camera.
I'm scared of you.
What's happened earlier in the day?
Oh, it's been madness.
Do you know that, like, for example, there are people who are non-binary, so they feel that they're neither male nor female. Now, I just feel that, like, if someone says they don't feel they're male or female, it's not up to somebody to say, well, you were born as this, or you were born as that, or you are. How can somebody else tell somebody else who they are inside?
You need to get the poppy next to you. Make sure you wear the poppy next to you.
And even in a
Because
relationship
we're going to have the veterans coming down.
You know, I've gone away from, like, the only way to get to God is in Jesus, otherwise I'm going to go to hell. I prefer a Quaker model, where basically Muslims, Buddhists, Hindus, non-atheist Quakers, agnostic Quakers, are all trying to, maybe they don't even relate to God, maybe it's the seed of God or the light, but they're trying to find some way to get to how they relate to something which, because I don't believe I come from monkeys or I come from the grass. I believe that something more deeper than me has to have created all these different things, including created me as well.
I think a lot of it is about like a lack of tolerance, and I like thinking about the thing about what in regards to Muslims, and although it may be harsh, like the punishments, some of the punishments.
But how is that tolerant then?
Shut up!
If you're calling for a death penalty for someone, how is it tolerant?
Shut up unless you're a poof.
Unless it's the thing is, if you're calling for a death penalty for something, it can't be tolerant.
Shut up!
It's a complete opposite definition of tolerance.
Shut up!
Whatever.
So it's unbelievable.
I said shut up, Raj.
You know, it's obvious that Muslims are ashamed of their religion.
Obvious, mate.
Muslims are ashamed of their religion. I don't blame them. The Sharia is terrible. It's a barbaric, evil system. So calling for the death of gays.
Raj, make sure you play your double.
He's too ashamed to be with the Rajaphobia industry. The Rajaphobia industry is growing.
So,
bigger bellies there.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
it's really, really harsh. I'm not going to say those punishments aren't harsh.
Why are Muslims embarrassed of their faith? Admit it. Don't be ashamed.
That we come from. And so in that way,
You call for the death of homosexuals, adulterers, apostates. Just say it. It's cool. That's what you believe in. Don't be ashamed of it. Unless you know it's shit.
However,
They're called chocolate.
Raj, the only shit here is you, mate.
So, for example, you could be homosexual.
Yeah, the Rajaphobia industry here has gone mad. Every time I'm on the thingy, all donations. But let me say something to you, yeah? If COE sets up a live stream that's balanced, I will come on your panel regularly. But it needs to be balanced.
I think it would be too hard to be,
COE needs to set up a balance. Not like Rasbek's Islamic Chocolate Dawa channel. The propaganda channel.
Full of shit, mate. You're full of shit.
Pure chocolate Muslim Dawa channel.
Hold on, hey, let me adjust your camera. Let me adjust your camera. Let me adjust your camera.
Don't touch me.
Rasbek's channel is not a Dawa channel.
You're mad.
If the Muslim brothers and sisters
You're talking
want their own channel,
You're mad.
if the Muslim brothers and sisters
Vanilla channel.
I'm just going to cut this anyway.
do it, yeah?